NFL 23 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. Next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup right now between the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I've seen this offense trying to run the field a little bit, and you want the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
It's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball is gone, and they've set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So excellent starting position here for the Vikings. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. The quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
Take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Off the play fake. Grimm. He juked him. And he's down inside the 5, the 4 before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, and no problem scrambling for 22 in the first.
Quarterback yet that didn't enter the ring with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they wanted to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run out of scramble, we can't hold our breath. Well, that was it. Maybe no. Yes is intended to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to run where the line is, whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way out to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. To throw again on second down. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, again, man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there. They forced the incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Tressway on the third down is sent out to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now, if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Off play action. Grimm. Takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people call this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well, it was you. I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and it touchdown! Vikings. Adam Thielen, 57 yards. As these guys are able to extend their lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is up. It's through and extends their first quarter lead to 13. So an onside kick failed in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there. It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. 10th out off to Gibson, complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that. Swing pass out to the right side for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Well, Parker's the first play to already start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now the former Oval officer, Tressway, on to punt the football. And now a low liner. I think he missed him. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. A football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but
he's got it in, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Off the play fake, Grimm. This one brought in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 71 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to end the road. Well, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about it? Not his first year in the NFL. I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. We're going to go onside kick. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Wentz. And really hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this return for Rager. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions, just so much good. That goes beyond really worst-case scenario we might have coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback. Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Pass the 20. Oh, that move. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. That gets him a 1st down. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Off play action, Grimm. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Washington will football here to begin quarter number 2. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Wentz now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Give up the middle to Gibson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there to CD on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brad, I think they went standard nickel, not the buffalo as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. They came through a big-time pick 6.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Well, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Washington offense back out there. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you got your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz gets to McLaurin out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. On the throw, running too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time they have a powerful arm. Is it the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback? And when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Cameron Dixon who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take it over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, CD, you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game. I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them up.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, have excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every time.
And he's got it across the midfield, stripe it into Washington territory. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down. Off the play fake, Grimm. He'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off play action, Grimm. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, the defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And the tackle going to be made out to 38.
Brandon, you know I'm all play guys were taking on some after the hit. I just saw that rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long. But he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
All in all, no gain on the play. That'll bring up third. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Off the play fake, Grimm. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. 3rd down coming up. Off play action, Grimm. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. That is now 2 sacks for him here this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently. Ready. Let's go set.
On 4th down, Grimm. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And Washington will have another turnover on downs. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too-short pass, and finally kick it right back. Sometimes you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get caught and reassert themselves here. Around the zone, corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. There's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Rager. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense have got their helmets back on and they're ready for this next series. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain it?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation,
this is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. He could quite hit an air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had a strong arm.
that part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw a touch? He just did right there. But boy, it was great.
Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time. They were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following a touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Commanders back out late in this first half. Thanks for him. Just to put it bluntly, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. On first down, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw his Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wentz is run complete there to Thomas. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On second and very short, Wentz. Now he'll escape to his right. And this one too low.
As soon as I saw a break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
You see a number set up on the other side of midfield. I would run out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing a lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
The final shot before break. Graham. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown. A foul play on the first down. The prayer is answered. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big time throw right there. Great poise, stepped out, trusted he could run it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for Washington. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
He will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be right down just inside the 35.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Opted to run for it, the decision of Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! And Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings just continue to roll. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. How can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they only needed 3 plays in their drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Coming to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. That wins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And the confidence of how he played the ball. He had no panic in his eyes. He's out to a route, tracked it from the morning of the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 34 yards on the return. It looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Oh, he throws over it. And he's going to be brought down about the 16.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulated right now. We see double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking a century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go, or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. Off the play fake, Grimm. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play here. With now their 2nd touchdown this 3rd quarter. And the Vikings have got it on cruise control. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick for the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz looking middle, and it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback. A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in his career. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off, following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And when he brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. First carry here for the man. Hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this belongs to the Vikings. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And follows blockers there, all the way down to the 23-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper, first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Off play action. Grimm. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Bobby McCain. Well, the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders need to drop him for a loss of 4.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. You're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now a 3rd down throw, and this is the target incomplete. So on tries the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They're going for Jefferson downfield. He's got his man, and he's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 50 yards. And the Vikings continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taking charge. Every touchdown for them is going to be his. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Washington ready to try again on offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing a big deficit. Just with silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of this scenario. What feels good to you or what feels good to your team? You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board that don't.
And my goodness, enough. Now he's hit on a return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game. And boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
About that. And a crazy situation we just saw there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now wins. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Fourth down on us, the punt team sending this one away. Take it in at the 22. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on and they're ready for this next series. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what you say, has been low for them to handle.
That's right.
Agreed.
That's 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. There'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Grimm. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield to 43.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as your passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit on a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
And some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Off play action. Grimm. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This is over. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field during the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Joseph now down the PAT. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So that goal takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the camper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of when the coaches tell us, well, when we score in special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Wentz to throw again. Complete, it's Dotson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Flush to his right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Throwing now is Wentz. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to Sam back at the 16-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
But didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, and the defense jumped up and said, hey, we're getting it. It doesn't matter. It's